Alright, it's time for day 11. Let's take a look at what I've got done. Alright, I got some progress done. You can see with these ladies, got all their eyes red, the wings on their shoulder pads done with an eye there. I painted most of the trefoils on them. I painted them bronze, and I'm going to have to go back through them. I definitely am going to have to lighten this stuff up just to make it look a little better, because if you look at this, and you can see the bronze tubing I did on the shoulder pads, but it's not on the shoulder, on the backpacks. There we go. But you don't see it, like it's just there. It's just kind of, excuse me, it's too dark. So I'm going to use that bronze stuff at least for probably the balls on the shoulder, on the jump packs, and probably also for all the trefoils there, and then one on the shoulder, and then one on the knee pad, just to give it a little bit of bright color. I do like the red eyes. Originally was not sold on it, but then there's already so much white or cream on it, I couldn't do the traditional white Inquisitor eye. But I'm going to leave the jetpacks off until I get to the bronze, because I've got to do the interior here, which gives me very small space on them. But I got all the red done on all the ladies. There's three of the women who have yet to get all the bronze tubing done. Evidently I missed them. I was taking them from like one stack and putting them into another as I painted them, and evidently I just missed three. I don't know how I did that. I guess I moved them over too soon or something, no telling. But anyway, I did get some painting done. They are getting closer and closer to being finished. Just need to be careful that I don't bump them together, moving them from here to the back to the painting table, and chip the paint off. You can see the eye there a little better for her. I still need to pick out the skulls on the chest pieces. Got hers, the Sister Superior, got that started. Gonna have to go back. I probably will have to wash these just because they're so small. They need that extra definition on them. But yeah, there's that. The shoulder pads was just done with Deneb stone, and then the P3 white highlight. But overall, yeah, I'm pretty satisfied. Let's move on to the question. Bye guys. Have fun purging heresy. Alright, today's big question is what item, gadget, weapon, armor, etc., from any sci-fi, fiction, fantasy, any setting that I would like to have. And again, that's a tough one. Geez, I mean, it's because you've got all the stuff. Okay, I remember. I thought about this one a while and I came up with an answer and I couldn't remember my answer. It would be the two things from the Star Trek universe. One would be the Star Trek replicator, because then you just tell it what you want and it makes it. I'd like a gold bar. And it pops out, a nice big 24-karat gold bar. And the other thing would be the holodeck, because then I could make anything from all the sci-fi universes extant. I could go in there and I could redo the Lord of the Rings. Play as Frodo, or as Pippin, or as Aragorn. Probably not want to do Boromir. His part gets kind of pokey towards the middle. But yeah, those two things would be pretty fun, I think. Though there is that trope that if the holodeck actually existed, nobody would ever get anything done, because we would spend all of our time in the holodeck, which we kind of do with video games and the internet. So there's that downside. So I definitely would go with a replicator. I probably would get a holodeck as well, just because that would be fun. If you've watched Deep Space Nine, you remember the programs that Quark sold for the holodeck, and I think I would try to avoid those because I like my wife and staying married to her. But other than that, yeah, I think those would be the fun things that I would get. The replicator, I think that would just be fun to have, and you just churn out stuff, because evidently it just pulls matter out of thin air, I guess, or it has some sort of reserve of matter that it makes stuff. Anyway, well, I hope you guys are doing well. I'm watching as much as I can. I'm watching everybody's as I get to. If I haven't replied to a comment of some sort, you may want to make it again, because I try to go back and reply to all the comments. And talk to people and comment on their videos when I can, but I'm still trying to keep two kids from burning the house down, And also, one of the hardest things in the world is to get a 6-year-old to practice violin. It's pretty crazy. Anyway, I'll talk at you guys later, and I will keep watching. Adios.